What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing the small forwards tier list in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. So basically this is going to be a tier list of who I believe are the best small forwards obviously in the game. So we've got the highest overall players as well as some other cards that I think definitely deserve to be on this list. And also, before we get on to anything, this is my opinion. If you guys disagree, that is perfectly fine. Leave in the comments. But again, this is my opinion. I'm in no position to tell anyone else that their opinion's wrong, and contrary to what you guys seem to believe, it's kind of hard to have a wrong opinion when you've used every single one of these cards. But anyway, these are guys that fit my play style, and you guys may agree or disagree. Probably going to disagree, but now let's get on to it. First up, we have got Andrew Wiggins. I'm going to put Andrew Wiggins in terms of like budget small forwards. He's in A or S tier. But in terms of the best ones, he's not quite in D tier. I'm not going to say he's one of the worst, although I am going to put him in C tier. He's got a good release, good dunking stats. He's got great animations. He's got decent height, 6'8". Not like he's fast, but he's not incredibly fast. But I don't know. There's just something about him that he's kind of difficult to score a lot with. Although it's a really good card. I'm going to put him in C tier. No, I'm going to put him in B. I'm going to put him in B tier. Unbelievable defender as well. Length. Yeah, definitely B tier. I think I just underrated him because he was the first card on the list. Hedo Turkoglu, one word, 6 letters, leaner, S tier. Hedo Turkoglu is my favorite offensive player in the game. And people are saying I take bad shots with players. I can literally shoot fadeaways from near the halfway line with Hedo and they go in consistently. Danny Granger was S tier on my initial list, the one I made a couple of months ago. However, he is now going to go into A tier. Danny Granger, a really good card. He's got base 11, solid defender, solid dribble moves, good at going to the basket, no leaner, which is what keeps him off S tier, but a great card nonetheless. Next we are on to Jonathan Isaac, and even though he's a Ruby, I'm putting Isaac in A tier. Isaac, in my opinion, I prefer him to Pink Diamond Giannis. I prefer Isaac to almost every small forward in the game, and I still occasionally run with him on my God squad. Just if I'm bored and want to use a player. Like, I was running through Jonathan Isaac in a tournament that I played. I had diamonds and was running through Isaac, some of the good diamonds. He's that good a card, an unbelievable defender, arguably the best defensive player in the game. And I was talking to Boo Painter, or Shump, who is literally the top scorer in the first season of the 2K League, and was a 250k qualifier, and was actually one of the favorites to win the whole thing. And I was talking to him about Jonathan Isaac, and he just goes, Jonathan Isaac is the Giannis stopper. That the only player that he ever didn't want to come up against when he was running with Galaxy up with Giannis was Jonathan Isaac. And whatever about my opinion, his opinion should definitely be taken seriously. But now we are on to Chris Mullin. Chris Mullin, limitless range shooter, lefty, good release, B tier. Not the biggest fan of this card. I don't know why I should be. This card should be a lot better than he plays, but yeah, B tier. Scottie Pippen, unreal defender. Baited release, but he's got some length, good at going to the basket, B tier. Gordon Hayward is going into C tier. Hayward is a decent card, decent shooter. Apparently, he's got really good dribble moves. I was trying them out and he didn't feel like he could do too much, but again, I'm not a very good dribbler. I'm kind of more of a momentum behind the back spammer, more so than a dribbler. And he can't really do that very well, so... And not the best shooter, a little bit inconsistent. I'm going to put him on C tier because I don't think he's as good as any of the cards above him. Dominique Wilkins is next. Dominique is going right beside him in C tier. Neek, great shooter, great dunker, but I don't know what it is about him. Again, he's got kind of a skinnier body. He's not as good on defense as any of these guys above him, and he's that little bit below Wiggins. He's kind of slightly worse Andrew Wiggins. Next, we've got Gerald Wallace next we got Kiki Vandeweghe, who I accidentally put in instead of Gerald Wallace. Kiki Vandeweghe is going into B tier. Vandeweghe is arguably the fastest base 11 shooter in the game, and definitely a card that is extremely dangerous. If he gets going, can be almost unstoppable. Gerald Wallace is going to go into B tier. I prefer him to Scottie Pippen. Gerald Wallace is a complete lockdown defender. He can also shoot the ball really well, and again has got an unreal leaner going over his left shoulder, going to his right. Next up, we've got Grant Hill, and Grant Hill is going into A tier. He brings that a little bit more than the likes of Scottie. He's basically Scottie with a better release. That is essentially what Grant Hill is. Really great card, one of the best defensive cards, if not the best defensive wing in the game, and a card that I just hate coming up against. For gameplays, I make sure that under no circumstances is Grant Hill guarding the guy that I'm trying to score with. Next we've got Tatum, and Tatum is going right in there in A tier. Tatum has got Hall of Fame limitless range. Great shooter. He's got really nice dunk. He's a good defender, can do everything, and has really nice animations. Luka Doncic is going to go into... I'm going to put him in B tier. I'm sorry, in A tier. Wasn't the biggest fan of Doncic, and the last 3 or 4 games I've played with him, I have been killing it with him. Like, absolutely killing it. Like, good enough that he would be in S tier. However, until the last couple of games, I would have had him in B tier. So, for that reason, I'm going to even it out, put him in A tier between both of them. Next, we got James Worthy, self-explanatory, S tier. Unbelievable dribble moves, unbelievable post game. He can shoot the ball really well, base 11, as well as just being an overall incredible card in game. Next, we've got John Havlicek. Havlicek is going into B tier. Havlicek is a good shooter. I'm putting him in C tier. Nah, C tier. He doesn't have a great release in my opinion. Yeah, sure, he's got limitless. His stats are nothing special. I've used him 3 or 4 times and he's done absolutely nothing for me. Like, absolutely nothing ever for me. He was the best of like the worst opals, but like he's a worst opal small forward by a significant amount, and a guy that I really just don't like using in game. And I loved Havlicek. Like, Havlicek is my favorite player in 2K15. One of my favorite players in 2K17 as well. I just can't use this card. Like, I don't know why. He should be higher. Definitely. Most people have him higher. I just don't like the card. Next, we've got Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets belongs in A tier and is close to S tier. Unbelievable release, unbelievable stats, unbelievable dunking, unbelievable animations, unbelievable defense. Just a great, great card. Fantastic, fantastic player. Len Rice is going into B tier. A knockdown shooter, limitless range, can go to the basket well. Offensively is a really, really solid player. However, he is a little bit baited with his release. His release is not the quickest, and for that reason, I am putting him in B tier. But again, if he's left open or you're playing a bad opponent, he can move to A tier. If you're playing an absolutely great opponent, he can probably move down to C. Carmelo Anthony is going into A tier, and I definitely am going to go overboard on the A tier players. I need someone to fill out the D tier, and I'm not sure there will be any. Melo is just that little bit inconsistent for S tier, but again, really good shooter, great going to the basket, great post game, does everything well offensively, and is a good defender. Kevin Durant is without doubt going into S tier. KD is arguably the best offensive player in the game. Shoots the lights out, really great release. He's an unbelievable defender as well. He actually has got some incredible defense stats, unbelievable block, unbelievable shot contest, unbelievable steal, great lateral quickness, super fast, great dunker, can do everything in game. Kawhi Leonard is he's Scotty with limitless range. And like, I know you might say, oh, that deserves him a spot in A tier, but I don't think it does. Like, these guys are so good that does it? It does. I'm not going to be crazy enough and put Jonathan Isaac above Kawhi Leonard. Or this guy here, or Larry Bird. Kawhi is Scotty with limitless, basically. Larry Bird, great shooter. For some reason is really fast and can dunk really well. An absolutely incredible card. And we're going to miss out on an entire tier, aren't we? We're not going to have anyone in D tier. So, Elgin Baylor is going into C tier. Again, another card that I've used 3 or 4 times and I've just never been able to score with him. Any version of Baylor, I hate this card. Like, I don't know why. I shouldn't, but I do. Actually, to be honest, I really dislike Elgin Baylor. So, I am going to be putting him down in D tier. Definitely a kind of rash decision based on only a couple of games, but he's been awful for me. George Gervin is going into B tier. Gervin can do everything pretty well, doesn't do anything really well. He's definitely the best of him and Rudy Gay. Really solid player and a great guy to use in game. Perfect for a free card. Dr. J is going into A tier. Hopefully there's no more A tier players left. I'm almost certain there will be. But Dr. J is a great shooter, great going to the basket, can do everything well. Like, you can't complain about anything with this card. Almost a perfect card in game. There's just better cards that are out, including Paul George, who is going up into S tier. 6'9", he's got a great leaner. He's got a really good jump shot, great defender, one of the best cards going to the basket in the game. So he's got length, he's got defense, he's got the shot, he's got absolutely everything you need from a player. And yeah, without doubt, he's an S tier. And that is the exact same with the limited LeBron James. 99 and everything. The normal Galaxy Opal LeBron James would be an S tier. The pink diamond would be an A tier. The diamond or below wouldn't be on the list. Fantastic card, great animations, and is the best of all the signature limiteds in my opinion. Next we have got Rudy Gay, who I don't think he's as good as Gervin, but I'm going to put him in the same tier as Gervin. I think he's just slightly worse. They're almost identical cards. Most people prefer Gay, I prefer Gervin, but again, they're so similar. Michael Finley is going into B tier. No, I'm putting Michael Finley as like an A tier player, just kind of in behind these two. That's where he's going. He's in A tier, but he's in behind these two. Yeah, really good player. Got good jump shot, good dribble moves, can dunk really well. Fantastic offensive player. Paul Pierce would be higher, but he is baited. Not the best release. Unbelievable fadeaway though. And yeah, I'd say the same as Gervin and Rudy Gay. That's about where I'd put him. Good on defense, good card, and as I said in my video a couple of days ago, 2K made him better than Dwayne Wade in my team. Next we have got Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is obviously going in D tier because Giannis is baited. That is a terrible joke. I've been up like 24 hours straight making videos, so probably not a good energy or a good delivery on that, and it was probably just a stupid joke to make. But Giannis, obviously an S tier. I don't even need to explain it. And Bernard King is going to go into... just get one more person to D tier. Yeah, I actually, to be honest, I do prefer these three guys to Bernard King. Bernard King's good, but yeah, he's belongs in there. And Elgin Baylor, the fact that I have him down in D tier is just kind of because I've hated playing with him. Again, if this is most of your guys' list, if you've used Baylor, you wouldn't have him that low. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. This is the small forwards tier list. Leave in the comments what you guys think and who you guys think should be moved up, should be moved down. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.